Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to talk about and discuss what is going to be happening, what the energies are going to fall in the year of 2026. I'm recording this now on December the 10th at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States in 2025. So that is when I am recording this video. This is a part one of a multitude of 2026 videos about what's coming in next year. But if you want to go ahead and check out some of my videos in the past about what we were expecting this year, I will put the link in the description below and in the comment section below as well. If you want to help out the channel grow, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, engaging with the content, sharing this video with others, and hyping this video really help boost the algorithm here on this YouTube channel. And if you want to stay in the loop and be notified when I do post and upload, just go into the comment or the description, follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group so that you can stay in the loop. And if you want to kind of get away from politics for a little bit, but you still, or even anything about the world, you just kind of want to sit and chill, but still hang out with me, I do also have a cooking channel as well. If that's something that interests you, that is also in the description and the comment section below as well. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's get into the meaty gritty of this. This is just part one, which means I'm just going to read it to you. I just want you guys to just comment in the comment section below what you think it means. And then in part two, we're going to try to break it down and try to see and try to decipher it. And in part three, we're going to talk about the 2025 energetic predictions that we got over the course of this year. I try to break that down and see, okay, did it come true or did it not come true? And that's what we're going to do. Anyway, in this video, we're just going to talk about the psychic channeling that I got. I'm pretty sure there is going to be more that's coming on the way, so I'm sure this is not just yet. Anyway, let's go ahead, let's begin. I'm going to read it to you. You guys are going to be the first ones ever to hear it. Nobody else knows about it except ChatGPT. But that's it. Besides that. Alright, so you can see here that this is my next installment. And this was recorded on December the 9th, 2025. And it started channeling at 9:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so how I was able to do this, I just listened to meditation music. And once I get into a meditative trance, I just start writing with permanent ink, with a glass pen and actual real ink, and I just write. That's why you see the blotches and inconsistency in the words, because I feel it's more genuine when we do it this way. Anyway, they titled it When It's About to Start, which we seem to be a lot of the same titles consistently. But anyway, so when it's about to start. A new world is upon us in 2026. Brace for even more fast-paced change. 2025 was the year of transition, but this new year is the year of transformation. This is the year of action, not the year of setup. Many things will speed up now. Make sure your seeds are well planted. What you sow is what you grow. You will need the seed over the next course of this decade. So what you did in this year is going to start manifesting in the full. So if you start thinking very negative, you're going to start to have a very negative year. If you thought about a lot of positive stuff, you're going to have a lot of positive stuff, including all the actions and stuff you've taken. Here is now the first one, energetically. A great marketing scheme will take place. People will be mad. Life becomes unlivable in its current structure, current form. New ideas will take hold in some areas. New radicalization will remain. What's to come of it may determine humanity's next direction. The midterms will be fought with bears and dragons. A rabbit will win. A surprise, if you will. Trump will go to the hospital, but will come out okay. He is not dying yet. So Trump will not die in 2026. He will go to the hospital, but he will be okay. Many Republicans will leave the White House and turn. They shall. Pam Bondi days are up. Time is coming for her. Expect a huge scandal. More breakthrough on the art of cloning, including one successful effort on humans. An egg, though an embryo. So it's saying here that they're going to do a successful art of cloning on humans, but particularly it's going to come through the effort of the embryo, which is the formation of a human cell. Something will go very wrong on New Year's Eve or day. somewhere close to the ball. May not be New York City, though. Could be another nation or city during an event. So during an event during New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, there's going to be some sort of problem that's going to arise. Now, it never really specified, is it indicating 2025 New Year's Eve, or is it indicating 2026 New Year's Eve? That is yet to be remained. Israel will face crimes against humanity. Many will begin to doubt the Holocaust. A repeat is underway. The truth will be revealed. One state, one God, one people will be the new ruler of the land. The real Jews of the heart shall win with the graces of the people of Palestine. So I assume based off of this, based on what it says here, that the people who are of heart, those with empathy who are, identify themselves as Jew, will align themselves with those of Palestine, and they together will come joined as one state. Basically, that's basically what it's saying here. That's what I'm getting. It says here, a prophet will die, spiritual or religious. Okay, a prophet will die, spiritual or religious, will pass due to his lies. So a prophet or a spiritual or religious leader is going to pass away because they lied to people. Harris, which is Kamala Harris, will take a step back from politics this year, and a reset is underway. AI will go rampant in our lives. Protests for regulations in Congress will be a price to be paid. Who will win? Will the government choose? Who will the government choose? People or corporations? So, a price to be paid. Is that a question for the people, or is that a question for the government or the corporations? Who is the government going to choose? The people or corporation? But it is essentially saying that there is going to be protests for AI regulations. Hollywood will face its first kiss of death. It will be fine, of course, but not forever. So we're saying here that Hollywood's going to start to go through some halting, some rust. It's going to go through some difficulty in the year 2026. It's going to come out of 2026 okay, but it's the start of the downfall of Hollywood. So it is saying that Hollywood is on its way out. This is the year when it starts to happen. Doppelganger AI will become a thing. In the future, your face, your body, will be subjected to the same laws and regulations as is Roe versus Wade. A new fight will begin. So it's saying here that what it's saying here that doppelganger AI, which is not a thing right now, but essentially what I'm getting from this psychic channeling is that it's saying that your face, your body, is sacred, and that there's going to be a fight, and the government is going to use the laws and regulation of Roe versus Wade to justify AI, and there's going to be a new fight about that. So definitely expect that coming soon. We have here, women will face even more hurdles in the workplace due to the government, a new old restriction. So something from the past that had restricted women in the workplace will come front and center once again in this new age. So what does that mean? It means essentially that women of the past who are no longer alive anymore, that restriction is going to make its way into the workplace for women. So that is going to come in. That's why they call it new old. It's new for the new generation, but it was old because it already happened. Certain men will succeed, but many will fail. Many jobs will start to see the AI bubble burst at the end of this year. A blow to 7% of the workforce. This will remain a hot issue as the percentage starts to climb higher in 2027, where the effects are even more pronounced than before. The end of my channel at 10:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December the 9th, 2025. You can see that here. But what does that mean? It basically means that there is an AI bubble, right? The tech bubble, if you will. They're saying that there's going to be an economic downturn, something's going to crash, and it could be related to the AI. But we might see either toward New Year's Eve, again, something big happening. Did mention New Year's Eve is going to be a big event that's going to happen. The question I want to know, is this going to happen this New Year's Eve, or is it going to happen next New Year's Eve? when we start to go into 2027. That is something that I would like to know what's going to happen. But this is energetically, these are all energetic feelings and information that I've received, and I find it to be rather very interesting. What's interesting, though, the thing that's talks to me the most is the midterm. It says here the midterm will be fought with bears and dragons. A rabbit will win, a surprise, if you will. Now, I did an in-depth reading and analysis with ChatGPT and my spirit guides. I'm going to do that in a separate video, but let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Do you believe that any of this stuff is going to happen? What do you think? What's your interpretation? Anything that you comment will be included in the part 2, so definitely go ahead, get ahead on that. Now, I do want to be able to show you guys my psychic channeling for December 31st, 2024, my second channeling for this year. And I want to know in the comment section below, because I'm not going to remember everything that happened this year. You let me know if it came true or not. That's all I need to know. And I'll mention that in the next video. Okay, so you can see here the channel message at 2:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December the 31st, 2024. It says here, the worlds you seek will be met with diversity and adversity. Love all that will be, can be, and should be. The world will transform in matters of ilk. Thy truth shall be opened. Happy New Year. May you rest solely, the world will transform. Please be prepared as you yourself will change. So I ask you, did you change this year? Are you the same person as you were on New Year's Eve? The next one. Happiness will plague the world, while others will live in such desolate of such plague. Happiness, it says it's the energetic feeling. Were you happy? Or were you in such desolate of such happiness? World leaders will be submission to all that can and will be. A lot of leaders could not manipulate, could not puppeteer certain things. Things had to come out. For example, Donald Trump and the Epstein files. It was out of his control. He is in submission to what the universe wants. He cannot control what the universe does. Health will be sought by those who want it, an open vast to wisdom and faith. That is up for interpretation. As of right now, we're going to have to talk about that in part 3 and kind of go more in depth and try to break it down and see, okay, did this happen, did this not happen, and what were the interpretation behind that. Kings will fall, not one, but by the many. That is yet to be remained. Did any king fall? It doesn't have to be an actual king. It could be a leader. Specifically male leaders only, not women, male leaders. A new faith will emerge and reignite a passion in others. Did a new faith happen? Did anything reemerge? Did a passion get revived? That requires a Google search. Diplomacy would not be of this earthly plane anymore, but by the many planes of existence. Okay. That is, again, up for interpretation right now. They're talking about like a possibility of an extraterrestrial meeting occurring. I don't see that happening this year, but again, we might not be told, but it might be going on behind the scenes. I will put that around 25%. Okay. Hate will fill those who lack understanding of the world that they live in. Seems to be pretty much on par. I'll put that 100%, but that's common sense here, so I wouldn't even give myself credit for that. Okay, so it says here, robots are the future, for that nature no longer needs to create souls, but rather they could be co-joined with that of a non-earthly plane, a truth if you will. So what does this mean? It means that basically robots are coming to life, essentially. And yes, this is true. Scientists have officially figured out a way to make human flesh, or flesh in some way, co-joined with robots and have them grow and beat and connect. So yes, robots and the non-natural order of things, which is the flesh to live in, have co-joined. So yes, that is correct. The economy shall roar one last time this decade of the century. The economy has been going downturn. People have been feeling the hit recently. We did have a roar. So basically back in April when stock market crashed, the next day the economy didn't do so well. and it started going back up after Donald Trump announced that he was not doing tariffs. Obviously, that didn't really hold, but the economy went up, and then it started to trickle down again. Same thing with the inflation. The globe will experience a sense of peace for a moment, a breath, if you will, before a coming of age, a future that will define the decade and generation, a war perhaps. That is again up to interpretation. Israel and the Palestine war happened in 2023 or 2022. Same thing with Ukraine. So there has to be something here. A peace. Some area that's war prone experience a period of peace before war. We might not know that yet. We might get that more clarity in 2026 when war begins in this area, wherever he's talking about. Oh, actually, you know what? It could be Venezuela. Could be that. Anyway. We have here, this war shall come at a time when we least expect it to. Heed your warning of the quote, the exile, which basically means, if you think about exile, that basically means one of the criminals. So it could be that. Many will survive and live to tell the tale of what has become before us, a life of bliss before the kiss. So it possibly could be saying that somebody is going to come forward about something that happened and reveal the truth of that thing. We're waiting to see what that means. A Nostradamus of this time will write the next chapter of mankind. May you heed his warning, for that I have made him to free you of this burden of this earthly plane. His prediction will become more accurate in this new age, as the old ones are of the old timeline, not this one that we shifted into. Trump shall be the trumpet, for that blew the new whistle of the age, for that I have created him in his time to usher in a new age of darkness and of light. Harris shall seek a new path towards the presidency, for that she shall become. Harris did not do that, at least not at this time. Biden will be known for his tranquility, stability, and peace in a time of upheaval. When you start to compare the two administrations, they seem to be pretty much on the point here. The Carters represented, Jimmy Carter and the Carter family, represented an old way of doing things, being good to humanity and expecting nothing in return. Rest assured, he had a very important role to play in the evolution of the United States and the world. What kind of history, what kind of legacy did he leave? Hillary Clinton's important role is to show the struggle of the new age of Aquarius for women. Not all will be easy. We never said it would be. What kind of struggle did Hillary think? That's something that we're going to have to explore. Animals of the world shall receive a level up of consciousness and awareness due to the art of science and cloning. That is actually correct. Animals have received a level up in consciousness that has been confirmed by scientists. And in terms of awareness and of science and cloning, that is also further the process of consciousness in other animals. New land will be discovered, and one may emerge from darkness, further shaping what we thought we knew of our world. We'll ship with the new discoveries. I gotta put a pin in that one. New land animals will be discovered, including a colorful bird that looks more like its ancestors than any bird known today. Again, I don't know. We're gonna have to put a pin in this. A new life will once again breathe its way through animals that do not exist or exist. They will be successful. That is correct. They created a woolly rat, something that never existed before, and they breathed life into a woolly rat, something that exists naturally. A planet will be discovered that holds the breath of life, similar to life forms on Earth before humans' arrival. It will be known as the Jurassic Galactic, a blast from the past into the modern age. This may be a planet of Earth from the past into the future. Through light years, all stars may die, but light always lives on, as Earth is no different, as it is a star in itself for all other life forms. So the thing is that did they find a habitable life form or planet besides Earth in the atmosphere? As of right now, I don't know. That's something that I have to look up and see if it's dated in this year. A tunnel or bridge have been found that was once buried and forgotten, used by ancient cultures like the Incas and the Romans. I don't know. We'll wait and see. End of channel at 3:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December the 31st, 2024. Now, here's the thing that I'm getting. If you look at some of the information and some of the predictions that I've gotten for this year, it seems to be that they will be discovered, but it doesn't really indicate whether it's going to come out this year, but they're going to date it to this year. So I would probably say I'll give it maybe like a 50-50 chance that we're going to know about it this year. We might find out about it in 2026, 2027, about what took place in 2025. We'll wait and see. Until then, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace out. I love you.